Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, everybody. You're very welcome to the 2025 graduation. Congratulations to everybody. So before we start, just can I ask everyone to make sure their phones are off, off or on silent, just for the next little while. And can I invite everyone to observe the exit? So obviously we have two exits in the middle, two exits at the back. In the event of a cabin pressure failure, we'll drop from the ceiling. And just before we get started, can I advise everyone just to relax, take a breath, and enjoy the ceremony. So, can I ask all graduates and guests, please rise for the academic procession. Now, can I invite graduates and guests and academics please take their seats? And it's my honor to invite or to introduce you to our Masters of Ceremony today, the head of school, Dr. Judith Moan.
Welcome, everyone. We're delighted that you're here with us on this lovely morning and such an important day. Our honored graduates, distinguished guests, I am delighted to welcome you here today to this graduation at which national awards of quality and qualifications Ireland will be conferred on learners of IICP College, the Institute of Integrative Counselling and Psychotherapy. At IICP College, graduation is such an emotional event. We feel such pride in our graduates, the obstacles that you have all overcome, the families that have supported you in your goals. And we are excited about the good that you will do in the world, the individuals, groups, families, and communities you will lift up, and the challenges that you will embrace. Graduates, as your head of school, I am optimistic about the future, as I can attest to your values, commitment, and refusal to give up. I have hope when I witness your kindness, your self-reflection, and the bonds of connection from your shared journey. Honored guests, it is a privilege to serve as your Master of Celebrations for this most important event, the celebration of the IICP graduates in your lives. Members of our esteemed academic procession, I thank you sincerely for your commitment to education and to championing the next generation of counsellors and psychotherapists in Ireland. Joining us today includes academic leads for the IICP Master's Programme, Gail Doyle and Eileen Finnegan. IICP esteemed academics who teach across our programs. Hibernia Colleges Group Academic Dean, Dr. Mary Kelly, and Hibernia Colleges Group CEO, Paul Farrell. My name is Dr. Judith Malone, and I am delighted to spend this morning with you. We commence with the most important element of today's gathering. So I will now call upon Dr. Mary Kelly, the Academic Dean of Hibernia Colleges Group, to bring words of welcome to our graduates and to your family.
Thank you, Dr. Malone. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, I am absolutely thrilled to have been invited here this morning as the Dean of Hibernia Colleges Group to share this very special occasion with you. As Judith said, we gather to celebrate your achievements. And first and foremost, I would like you to give yourselves a big round of applause. So as graduates of a master's program, you have had the support, I'm sure, of family, friends, way beyond you could ever imagine. It is a lonely journey sometimes, and those cups of coffee, those late night chats, those Saturday childminding and getting somebody else to do it are all very important. So I'd like you to stand up, to turn around and give a round of applause to the people who supported you here today. Thank you very much. So as Dr. Malone said, I am in awe of what you have done and what you have achieved over the last number of years. You have chosen a pathway that demands deep introspection, unwavering compassion, and a commitment to walking with others through their most vulnerable moments. That's no small thing. You've studied theory, you've honed your skills, and perhaps most importantly, you have learned how to sit with uncertainty, how to sit with those who are in pain, and how to support healing. As you step into the next chapter of your lives, remember that your presence, but most importantly, I think your listening and your authenticity are more powerful than any skills you ever have. Remember now that you carry the tools not only to support others, but to model what it means to be fully compassionate. Never more so has the world needed you. Never more so has Ireland needed you. Your kindness, your insight. But for me, in education over the last 35 years, probably most importantly, your compassion and your heart. Relationships are all about the heart, being able to connect with people, being able to connect in a way that is truly meaningful. And you now have those skills in abundance. So I wish you all the very best in your careers. I say to you, go forward with pride, but also with humility. Keep learning. Learning doesn't stop today just because you have that master's degree. There's a doctorate in this room, many doctorates in this room, and I hope to see you all moving forward in that career path. Keep caring, but never underestimate, and I really mean this, never underestimate the impact that you make or that one conversation that you have with somebody can make. I hope you have a fantastic day. I wish you all the very best. And thank you for inviting me here today.
Lovely. Thank you so much, Dr. Kelly. We now move on to the most important aspect of today's gathering, the conferring of awards. So I'll call upon Gail Doyle and David O'Regan, esteemed IICP academics, on behalf of Quality and Qualifications Ireland, to confer awards of Quality and Qualifications Ireland on this morning's graduates of IICP's colleges Master of Arts in Integrative Child and Adolescent Psychotherapy.
The IICP College's Masters of Arts in Integrative Child and Adolescent Psychotherapy prepares learners for a most necessary and specialised area of practice. This master's programme equipped learners with the necessary knowledge, skills and competencies to meet the therapeutic needs of children and adolescents. I call the following graduates to the stage to be conferred upon you the degree with which you have earned. Then I ask you to wait by the side of the stage for the remainder of your group to have crossed to walk down together. Head of School, Dr. Judith Malone, and Programme Lead, Gail Doyle, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed the Masters of Arts in Integrative Child and Adolescent Psychotherapy who are worthy of the reward. Joanne Barry. Deborah Daly. Aoife Keating. Paulina Masterson. Karen O'Neill. Sorry, Karen O'Connor, my apologies. And Nolene O'Neill. Avril Stanley. Amy Sweetman and Rosalind Sweetman. And at this time, I wish to acknowledge our graduates in absentia: Angela O'Connor, Carol Oakey, Amy Ford, Denise McGinn, and Brian Wall. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in congratulating all our distinguished graduates of the IICP College Masters of Arts in Integrative Child and Adolescent Psychotherapy.
Okay, so I will now call upon Eileen Finnegan and David O'Regan, esteemed IICP academics, on behalf of Quality and Qualifications Ireland, to confer awards QQI this morning on graduates of the IICP College Master of Science in Pluralistic Counselling and Psychotherapy.
The IICP College's Masters of Science in Pluralistic Counselling and Psychotherapy provides a pluralistic perspective and integrative approach to counselling and psychotherapy that embraces and considers multiple causes and responses to psychological distress, equipping these graduates with an up-to-date, cutting-edge training to meet the needs of contemporary society. I call the following graduates to the stage to be conferred upon you the degree that you have earned. Head of School, Dr. Judith Malone, and Programme Lead, Eileen Finnegan, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed the Masters of Science in Pluralistic Counselling and Psychotherapy who are worthy of the reward. And we'll try to slow this one down just a little bit, maybe. I call the following graduates to the stage to be conferred upon you the degree which you have earned, and then I ask you again to wait at the stage for the remainder of your group to have crossed. Orla Byrne. Michelle Cranny. Cassandra Francois. Sabrina Gaffney. Owen Hennigan. Helen Hughes. George De Raham. Sarah Leonard. Rachel Moore. Porrick O'Cahan. Imelda O'Donnell. Francis Power. Vicky Raynar. Mary Sheehan. And Kelly Young. Join me in congratulating Group 22 of the IICP Masters of Science in Pluralistic Counseling and Psychotherapy. I now call on the graduates of the second group of Pluralistic Masters of Science of Pluralistic Counseling and Psychotherapy. J.M. Burr. Aoife Crowley. Mandy Dempsey. Owen Donnelly. Shauna Gagan. Brian Hurley. Valeria Lorenzi. Siobhan McCarthy. Anna Moore. Rebecca Mulligan. Fiona Neelan. Caroline O'Gara. Teresa O'Leary. Anya Quinn. Laura Regan. Mairead Salmon. And Laura Tiernan. And again, join me in congratulating the 22 group of the IICP Masters of Science in Pluralistic Counselling and Psychotherapy. I will now call on the final group of graduates from the MSc in Pluralistic Counselling and Psychotherapy. Carla Breeden. Emma Cleary. David Cosgrove. Mary Kate Kelly. Rockio Lopart.
Thank you.
Donna McGlynn. Genevieve McHugh. Sinead Nimolive. Anthony Nolan. Diane O'Brien. Jennifer O'Kelly. Chris Rankin. Sinead Salt. Louise Smith. Gillian Soy. And Joanne Upstell. Join me in congratulating this final group of the IICP Masters of Science in Pluralistic Counselling and Psychotherapy. At this time, I wish to acknowledge our graduates in absentia: Dennis Bulger, Valerie Brereton, Aoife Crowley, Mary Higgins, Ivan Kennedy, Mary Murphy, Paula O'Reilly, Anya Quinn, Kevin Ryan. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in congratulating all our distinguished graduates of the IICP Masters of Science in Pluralistic Counselling and Psychotherapy.
Such an exciting, the most important part of everything we do this morning, right? Wonderful. So thank you, David O'Regan, Eileen Finnegan. So I'm now going to call upon Gail Doyle, esteemed IICP academic, to provide our graduates with their commencement address. Yeah.
Graduates, families, friends, and esteemed colleagues. It's with deep respect and admiration that I stand before you today. You arrived at this moment not as new therapists, but as experienced practitioners who chose to deepen your learning, your practice, and your commitment in the field. Completing a postgraduate program in psychotherapy, whether in pluralistic practice or child and adolescent work, is an achievement that speaks to more than knowledge. It speaks to integrity, to courage, and to a profound sense of responsibility. This moment marks a progression in your professional identity. You've stepped beyond competence into greater nuance, to depth, and to clarity. You've reflected deeply on your work, challenged your assumptions, and allowed yourselves to grow in ways that are both personal and clinical. But throughout your program, one quality has carried you again and again: resiliency. Resiliency is not about having all the answers. It's about your capacity to remain open, to stay engaged in the face of uncertainty, to hold steady when the work is difficult, and to respond to complexity with presence and not reactivity. It's the quiet strength that sustains you to the demands of academic work, placement pressures, personal commitments, and those many, many moments of self-doubt. That same strength will support you now in your future practice. Pluralistic graduates, your commitment to collaboration and responsiveness is needed now more than ever. You've honed your ability to co-create therapy that's grounded in dialogue and mutual respect. You know to meet your clients where they are with flexibility, openness, and care. And child and adolescent graduates. You have refined the art of attunement. You understand the work often begins in play, in metaphor, or silence. You've learned to recognize the voice of the child in its many forms and respond with empathy, creativity, and trust. But today is not about looking back, it's about looking forward. The field you continue in will ask much of you. You will meet trauma, you'll meet loss and profound vulnerability. But you will also bear witness to resilience, to growth, and to the quiet beauty of human change. Continue to hold on to your values. Stay rooted in supervision, reflection, community. Your clients will remember your steadiness, your integrity, and your willingness to sit with what's hard. To those who have supported you, those down the back, to your family and to your friends and your colleagues, huge thank you. Your encouragement has helped to make today possible. To our faculty, your dedication, your wisdom, and your commitment to these graduates has shaped not only their learning, but their professional identities. Thank you for your guidance, challenge, and inspiration. Graduates of 2025, this is your moment. You carry with you everything you need to step forward with clarity, compassion, and strength. We're so proud. We're proud to walk alongside you in this profession. Congratulations.
Love seeing a few tears shed. I have to get my own breath. I can't look at you who are crying. Very hard on me. So thank you, Gail Doyle. Graduates, Today, you become part of the college community. You become part of our profession, and a profession to which you are most welcome. Roderick, if you could please give us final instructions.
This concludes the graduation for the purpose of conferring awards on the students of our college. Two small invites before we have our final procession. We would like to take a picture of each group outside on the stairs as you leave. So if you stay in your groups, that would be fantastic. And I would also ask you all to join us in the foyer outside for celebratory tea, coffee and cake, and to personally congratulate all the graduates. I will now ask the academic procession to leave the hall. May I ask that once the procession begins, that the graduates join into procession and exit the hall as part of the college community, as our graduates file behind the academics, joining our college and the professional community. All other guests, please stand up and join me in congratulating them and offering the best wishes for the future.